Hey everyone, it's great to see you. Today I'm sharing with you 3 things that I am not going to be doing next year, things that I've learned this year. I love this planter. It has been beautiful. This is the wee bit grumpy hydrangea that now has just antiqued. I have a beautiful heuchera here. I love Dichondra Silver Falls. It's this little guy right in here, this little tiny petunia. And it cost me a lot of money. So this year I tried the glow-in-the-dark Firefly petunia. And, well, I got 3 of them for $39.99, I think. That's an expensive petunia plant. They were very, very tiny. They were not, like, terrible. Nobody noticed them at all. They stayed small. They sent out about one, I mean, this one's really past now, but they sent out 1 blossom at a time. It didn't detract from anything, but when you have proven winners, supertunias that just bloom through the whole season gorgeously, I think I'd prefer to invest in those. I did bring one that I had in a small pot inside to see if I hid in the dark closet, if I could get it to glow. Because, you know, out here, there's some light. I figured maybe that was the case, too much light. I couldn't tell. When I put it in the breezeway, everything was shut off, complete darkness. It did not glow for me. So I was very sad because I really, really wanted these plants to do something amazing. The good thing is, I think that this is a step towards those plants that one day will be doing amazing things for us and glowing for us and just fabulous. I just don't think we're quite there yet. And for me, the investment in time and money is not something that I'll try again next year. Another thing I was really excited about this year was the solar lights that attach to these hangers. And I thought that would be great. I would be inside, it would send the light down. And I ordered 2 of them from Amazon. Now, I have to tell you, I ordered the cheapest variety I could get because I thought it's going to work just fine. I never got them to work at all. I have tried them in sun, I have tried them in part sun, different areas of the yard. I get no light from the solar lights at night. I don't know what to say. I could be very unlucky. I have the 2 of them, neither of them worked. I probably should have returned them, but I really thought it was my fault. So I kept trying different things to figure out what I was doing wrong. By now I can't return them because I had them all season. But, you know, no big loss. It just was disappointing. To note, this is silverberry. I did nothing to the silverberry and we had some good blossoms. I didn't even treat them for budworms and they're still blooming, which is pretty good. The lemon coral sedum in here, I'm also not going to do the lemon coral sedum mixed with the petunia. To me, it makes it look like the petunia is not blooming enough because it's filling in with all this green. Great with another plant, I think. So I'm going to switch up my hangers for next year too. I know I said I was giving you 3 things I wouldn't be doing next year, but I'm giving you a bonus 4th. And that has to do with all of these cloches that I use to protect plants from bunnies. Bunnies were a really big problem this year, and the cloches really did save a lot of the plants, and for that I am very thankful. However, I have learned, after ordering many different varieties, which ones I like the best. And what I'm noticing is that those that are black tend to blend in better than those that are either silver or white. So when I'm looking outside, a lot of the time I don't even really register that these are here. I notice the plants in them more, but the silver or the white really does jump out and seems to hide the plants more. So from now on, I'm not giving these guys up because you know cloches are expensive. I'm going to order the black ones from now on though. These black tall cloches are from Amazon. I love the shape of these. These are from Gardener's Supply, but they don't come in black. So I'm almost tempted to spray paint them. I also have some that are waste paper baskets. I have the black waste paper basket. I have the white waste paper basket. And the white really shows up more. If I put them side by side, which one do I prefer? I'm always going to choose the darker because it is blending so much better. So just one thing that I've learned and that I like. So the third thing that I will not be doing next year is planting a raspberry cupcake rose, because this is my second try and it's completely dead. First try I ordered this spring, came beautifully from Heirloom Roses. It died within a week when I put it in a planter. They were lovely. They sent out another one right away when I explained what happened. This time I planted it in the ground near drip irrigation, thought I was all set. It died. And I do not know what it is. I know that roses aren't my specialty. And I don't seem to have a lot of luck with raspberry cupcake rose. So I am not trying that one again. However, there are some roses that I can do nothing to and they still work for me. Take, for example, the Gabriel Oak Rose, blooming again. Now, there's a lot I should have done for poor Gabriel Oak here. It should be staked. I should have fed it. I did nothing. And it still throws out some beautiful flowers. I haven't sprayed it. There is no black spot on it. It is not getting eaten. That's the kind of rose that I need. So Gabriel Oak Rose gets an A+ in my book, and it smells gorgeous. I can smell the rose from here. But raspberry cupcake, beautiful in the picture. Hope it works for you, but I'm not giving it another try. So next year you are not going to see me buying the firelight petunia, and I'm not going to invest in any more of those solar lights. And the raspberry cupcake rose, I'm going to pass on that one too, but there will be lots of other good things that we find to plant. Thanks so much for joining me, and I'll see you in the next video.